Hi, this is Kavita Suresh Kumar, and in this video I am going to demonstrate how to create and delete identity and access management policies in AWS using AWS Console. I have logged into my AWS account. Click IAM here, click policies, click create policy. So we are in the policy editor. Here we have two options. Either you will be able to create the policy using the visual editor or the JSON. I will show you both. Okay, first let's start with visual. First we need to select a service. So for this demo purpose, I am going to create a S3 policy. So I'm going to click S3. So then we need to select the actions allowed, right? The effect, whether it is allow or deny. I am going to select an allow policy. Okay. Then we have an option where you will be able to select, okay, I am going to give permission to all S3 actions, right? But I wanted to give a fine grained permission. So what I'm going to do is the user should be able to list the bucket. So I'm going to give the list bucket permission. Then they should be able to read the content of the object. Okay. I'm also going to give the get bucket policy. Okay. Then the get object. Then the write policy, I am going to give the permission to put the object. Okay, so click put object, right? Permissions management. So if you wanted to give any other permissions like delete bucket policy and other things, you'll be able to give it here. And tagging, right? So you'll be able to give any tagging related permissions also. I'm not going to give anything, right? Then here you have an option, right? Either I'll be able to give the permission to this bucket policy, I'll be able to assign to all buckets, or I have an option where I'll be able to specify, right, a specific bucket and object, right? Since I have not created as such any bucket, so I'm just giving the selecting everything. Okay. Then if you wanted to add any request conditions, right? So it's like the user is MFA authenticated, I can do that. If I wanted to add another condition, right, whether the user will be able to access only from a specific VPC or VPC endpoint, I'll be able to add any condition, or from a specific source IP. All these things are possible, right? If you click add condition, and then there are a lot of global conditions available, right? You will be able to use that. Okay, and then click next. Okay, we need to give a name. So I'm going to call it as a S3 policy. Okay, and click create policy. Okay, so I'm going to search for S3. Okay, so here we could see this is the new customer managed policy which we created. It has access to list, read and write, as well as the request condition. We want the user to do a multi-factor authentication. Okay, right, edit, right? So you will be able to see this. Okay, so this is how the policy gets generated. So this is what we are seeing in the visual. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is go to the S3 policy. So now what I'm going to show is, right, how we will be able to delete this policy. Okay, already we are in the S3 policy. You just click delete and then type the policy name, right, and then click delete. So the policy got deleted. So now we will see how to create the policy using the JSON. Click JSON, right? So this is the policy editor. So again, we have plenty of support here. So right, so you can see here, this is the name which has been given. So probably I'll just change this to S3. Then the effect is allow, right? And now we have options, right? So we can select, again, I'm going to create this similar policy, right? So S3. Okay, then I'm going to give list bucket. Okay, action list bucket. Okay, so from the get option, right, so we will be, I wanted to give the get bucket policy, then get object. Okay, then the put object. Okay, I'm good. Then we have an option to add the resource, right? So I'm going to select all resources. Okay, add resource. Okay, and then if you wanted to add a condition, so now if I wanted to add any condition, I'll be able to add that. Select the condition. I'm going to add this same multi-factor at present. Okay, qualifier, default, right? Then the operator, so I'm going to put it as bool. Okay, so then I'm going to say true. So I'm going to add this condition. All good. So if you wanted to add another statement, I will be able to add it here, but I'm not going to do that. Click next. Okay, so I'm going to give the same name as S3 policy. Okay, click create policy. Search for S3. Okay, see that. So now if you want to delete this policy, you'll be able to delete it. Okay, or if you wanted to edit, you can edit this policy. Also here we have an option, right? So where we will be able to import a policy, we'll be able to generate a CloudFormation template. Okay, see, so we have created a policy. So now we have generated a CloudFormation template, right? So in case if you wanted to create the similar policy using a CloudFormation template, you will be able to use this. So this is a template in the JSON format. You will be able to create it in the YAML format as well, right? So you'll be able to download this, you'll be able to copy this, and you will be able to use this template to create the S3 policy. Okay, click optimize for readability. It will make the options because the policy will become more readable, right? So here it is a very simple policy, so it is not much of a change, right? Then optimize for size, right? But since it is like a simple policy, right, we are not seeing much. But in case if you have created a very big policy, these options will help you to enhance the readability and the size. Okay, and if you wanted to import a policy, right, you will be able to import policies, right? You'll be able to find policies. Let's see what is S3 policy, right? So you have the S3 read-only access policy. You'll be able to import this policy. So you can see it, right? So it has imported the specific content. Okay. So now we'll delete this policy because I'm not going to use this. Okay, delete. So the policy has been successfully deleted. In this demo, we have seen how to create identity and access management policies in AWS using AWS Console, using both Visual as well as the JSON editor. If you like this demo, please do like, share and subscribe. Thanks for watching the demo.